Boom, boom, boom. Woo-hoo. What's up, my guy? Low boogie. Back at it again. My Guys Podcast, episode 5.
5 episodes in.
Making some progress.
Like 05 go live, y'all know we back.
Indeed.
Yes,
05 go live. Gotta hit it one time. 05 go live. You know, back to the Hooper days. Shout out Darius Miles and Q Rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big episode 5. Very big.
Yo, we dropping that list.
The rankings.
Dropping the
list.
rankings, man.
The rankings
It
episode.
is draft weekend, and it's
Big
time
week.
It's time to let them out, man.
This is the episode that people have been waiting for.
Right.
We got the top 10 to 15 quarterbacks, probably get into top 15 to 20 running backs, and top 20 to 25, 30 wide receivers, depending on how that goes.
Yeah.
But not only that, we bringing the people a new segment that we're going to monitor this year. And, you know, just give them a little teaser. That's it. That's it. One more. That's it.
Bro, you wild.
You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be cool. But
Yes, sir.
Oh, we got our draft. The Eastside Pro League fantasy draft positions will be determined today via
The duck race. We're going to drop the duck race live on stream today. So stay tuned for that.
Shout out Charlie Conway and Mighty Ducks.
Yeah,
one
it's
of
gonna
the
be cool.
greatest sports movies of all time. But just completely off subject.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a favorite Mighty Ducks movie, 1, 2, or 3, off the top of your head? I know it's completely random. But
I'll say the first one. Man.
first 2 for me. That's why. Team
2?
USA.
Yeah.
And they brought in my boy Keenan Thompson with the knuckle puck. Forever goated. But
Knuckle puck.
it's knuckle puck time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But we got news and notes. We're gonna probably jump right into news and notes. A lot of news and notes from around the league. Mainly, people getting paid.
About time, man. We got Terry McLaurin. Finally got his bag.
Trey Day Hendrickson. Thank you.
I know you happy about that.
Ecstatic.
Yeah.
I do have a take about that I still think that actually got unfortunately cut out of the last episode due to some technical difficulties, which we do apologize for. Obviously, we'll avoid that moving forward. But I will rehash that take on today's episode with no audio issues.
Okay, what you got?
Well, I personally still think, as y'all know, I am a residential Bengals fan here. I came up with a trade idea. So I went home. My wife is a Cowboys fan, full disclosure. Look in my little display room. I see this Cowboys Bengals stuff. Now, this is pre us signing Trey Hendrickson yesterday, obviously.
Yeah.
But there was a world where I thought, what if the Bengals traded Trey Hendrickson to the Cowboys for Micah Parsons? I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds super alarming, whatever that may look like, but to me, Jerry Jones really doesn't want to give a long-term contract to Micah Parsons. At least that's how it seems.
Okay.
The Bengals didn't want to give Trey the guaranteed money for the short-term contract because they wanted long-term security and somebody young. That's why we drafted a DE. So if you trade Trey Hendrickson for Michael Parsons, the Bengals get a young pass rusher who they can give a long-term contract to and a foundational piece for the defense. Meanwhile, Jerry Jones gets the NFL sack leader in Trey Hendrickson, who is on a 2-year, short-term, front-loaded contract, which gives Jerry more time to spend more money elsewhere.
Yep. How many years did he get?
It's It's just a 1-year extension. Trey becomes a free agent next year. It's basically he got $14 million additionally for this season, and he is I believe, an unrestricted free agent. Moving on to next year. But Trey wasn't the only one that got paid. Scary Terry.
Yep. 96 millies?
Got the bag back up the Brinks truck for Terry. I mean, let's be real. Jaden Daniels is probably the happiest about that more than anybody.
Facts, man. Got his weapon, his top target.
Had great chemistry last year. Great chemistry.
Yeah, we talked about it on last episode. Paid him in, and I'm glad they got it worked.
Me too. I'm very happy for Terry. Matter of fact, we'll give Terry a good old round of applause. Well deserved. He's been the cornerstone of that team for a very, very long time. As we record this episode today, too, the final NFL basically got a lot of cuts. My notifications been going crazy today as the final 53-man rosters are being formed all over the NFL. So that's pretty cool to watch these cuts, watch these rosters get formed. There was a Najee Harris sighting actually taking off the NFL PI, or was it NFL IP? I think it's NFL IP, inactive, but it's non-football injury. It's the same thing Joe Mixon is on.
Injury.
I'm messing up the, what is that?
The lingo of it?
Yeah, what is the lingo? Oh, here it is. The NFIL, the non-football injury list. Boom.
Man,
there it is.
Non-football injury.
Yeah, fireworks.
Non-football.
I mean, I honestly think the reveal of Najee is like, that's what we're really more waiting. So like at first we were waiting to see, because I was super high on Najee in the offseason. I like him going to the Chargers.
I remember.
But now since he hasn't been a part of OTAs, he's the backup running back over there now. We don't know the extent of his injuries, what his role is going to be.
Himself on the depth chart a little bit, as far as behind Amari and Hampton for sure.
Would you say he burned himself? That's all I'm saying. What did you say? I had to. I'm sorry. That's terrible. Matter of fact, look.
Oh, Lord.
All right. I got to be better.
No, we good, man. That was good.
Does this count as NFL news, too, before we even start setting up the Eastside Pro League draft? Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you live on a rock on the moon, you didn't find out that they getting married. Apparently it's been done. They just decided to tell everybody else, but it's, like everything else they do, calculated. Probably going to do the wedding reception at the Super Bowl that she's performing at.
That's not news.
That would be crazy, right? Would that be? I'm just saying. That would be wild.
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
At this point.
Really wouldn't.
But anyway, opposed to keeping the people waiting any longer, we will be getting the Eastside Pro League duck race going now, which we will share this on the screen. So you'll actually get to see this process happen. To everybody in the East Pro League, appreciate y'all for tuning in.
And of course, now
switching the screen. So while Jeremy switches the screen and kind of gets this going, I'm going to basically break down what we got lined up for the show today. We will be, like alluded to, getting into the quarterbacks, the running backs, as well as wide receivers and tight ends. We'll also drop off a couple of sleepers that we like. And then, like I said earlier, I alluded to a new segment that we'll be monitoring week to week, which is the P-Wave Riders versus Caddy's Crew. So what we're doing with this particular little segment here is a play on fantasy ride or dies. These are players that basically, if we had the number one pick or a top 10 pick, we're picking them 10 times out of 10. We're also filling that lineup with a second to third round player, as well as a third to fourth round player. Basically, these players that we're going to be giving you today will be the meat of your team, the backbone of your fantasy team. These are the three players that are going to bring you to the playoff, and ideally, we'd like to leave every draft with them if we could, right?
For real. Facts.
We also, in this, are going to be throwing out two prospects, aka rookies, that we like. So these rookies will not be a part of the crew. They got to prove themselves first, but that's what we're keeping our eyes on. This is kind of a little also play on me and my anime take. So if anybody knows about One Piece or even Naruto or Dragon Ball Z, they operate in teams. It's about the power of friendship and things like that. But really, they take crews to their battles. One Piece, you got pirate crews, you got the Z Fighters, Dragon Ball Z, different ninja clans in Naruto. But that's a conversation for another day. But here at the My Guys podcast, we decided to do the crew versus crew. So My crew will be the Wave Riders. Over here, my boy Juwan, he gonna have Caddy's crew.
Caddy's crew.
And we will have a sounder for that. So I'm
almost done with this list.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it a little bit. But Jeremy's queuing up. Well, while Jeremy queues up the duck race and gets ready to get it started, I'm gonna actually get the top quarterbacks list going because he's almost done. And so
that's it. 12 teams.
Yeah, and the reason we didn't pre-do this for the people watching is because we wanted it in the moment, everything live as we set it up.
Except for 20 minutes.
It looks like Jeremy's going to do a 20-minute race.
20 minutes, about to start it right now.
And we will check back in on the race.
Like I said, Eastside Pro League, man. Good luck to everybody.
We appreciate everybody for coming back to the league.
Order, man. So
good luck.
Let's get it.
That shit cooked. Is it official? Did you start it? Not yet. I can't even get into this quarterback list. Oh,
there it is.
This is huge, bro. This is crazy. Good luck to everybody. Oh, Matt out to the early league. Team WTF.
Yeah, let me see. I'm going to scroll it up so everybody can see.
I like it. That's dope.
There we go right there.
All right. Top quarterback rankings. I will start off with the top 15. I think just for backup quarterback purposes, I think a lot of these quarterbacks do need to be mentioned and do need to be talked about a little bit. I did check it a little bit in regards to time. So I got 27 should be about the 10-minute check-in mark for us to go back to the show or to the duck race.
All right.
But at number 15, I got Drake May. I got Caleb Williams, Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert coming in at 12, Justin Fields at 11, and Dak Prescott at 10. I mean, I know we are very different in our quarterback rankings. We're not far apart, but different sections for these guys. Who you got in that 15 to 10 range?
All right, my quarterback 15 is Drake May. My quarterback 14, J.J. McCarthy. 13, I got Justin Herbert. 12, Caleb Williams. 11, I got Kyler Murray, and then Justin Fields at 10.
Okay, so yeah, we're not too far apart. I think the players that we actually had swapped was I had Brock Purdy in, and you had McCarty. So I got McCarty right outside at 16 because just, rookie, got to prove it a little bit, but I'm not mad at you for having him where he is.
Yeah.
Before we move on from this section, the one thing I want to tell y'all, as we obviously give these rankings out to the people, don't take them directly. Like, Lamar Jackson is the number one quarterback in football. Bijan is number one. This stuff is tiers. There's levels to this shit. You know what I mean? Like, we basically have certain players grouped together who we wouldn't be surprised if they finish closely at the end of the year. Now, there could be outstanding people like I know you're very high on Justin Fields, and you told me a very, very bold take, which I hope you either bring to this show or next show in regards to Justin Fields. So I will not drop that nugget, but I love it.
Okay.
But I think, like I said, just keep this in face value as we go through these tier or through these rankings that these players are based on tier systems, and that's how we view them. Safe to say?
Yes, safe to say. Because at the end of the day, I mean, honestly, the same thing about tiers as well is that you can draft somebody who's at 10 at 15 or vice versa, and you wouldn't see too big of a difference. Like if somebody drafted Dak Prescott in the 9th round, or in a different league, if somebody drafted Dak Prescott in the 12th round, those are basically the tiers that
it's the same. And but I think to eloquate what you're saying, eloquently say what you're saying is you got to take the draft as it comes to you. So just because somebody got Dak in the 10th in this round and you got him in the 12th here doesn't mean that necessarily you got better value. Who knows what that other player got? It could be less teams in that league. Somebody could have made a dumber decision in that league, but there are levels. So and also even to that point, Justin Herbert, I should say. They will probably ultimately finish close. We think in the rankings probably at the end of the year, but they're 2 to 3 spots away from each other in ranking. So it's levels. Jumping right back into the list at number 9, I got Kyler Murray, Bo Nix 8, Patty Mahomes at 7, and Baker Mayfield at 6. 6, 7. I got kids, y'all. If
For the
anybody got kids,
kiddos.
you know it.
6,
7.
That's funny.
But before we get into our top 5,
W Dad.
W Dad, hashtag girl dad too, and boy dad. I know we have the same top 5,
So,
but let's get to your 10 through 6 before we get into our top 5s.
so at 9, I got Brock Purdy.
Okay.
We both have Bo Nix at 8.
Okay.
I have Mayfield at 7, and I have Mahomes at 6.
Respect.
So I think we're both pretty high on the same guys in the same area. I think I look highly of
Purdy. You're higher on Purdy than I am a little bit. And the only reason I'm a little bit lower is just because of the wide receiver weapons. Now, one of his targets I love specifically. That's a little foreshadowing for all you smart people out there. But he doesn't have the weapons that he had in the past, like no Ayuk. But this could be the season where Purdy shows his ass and just like, hey, I'm out here to really do this. This is who I am. Let me show y'all how I operate this team. And he does have CMC coming back.
That's another thing. CMC is a nice extra weapon too. Throws a lot of pass touchdowns to him as well. So I mean, hey, it's a win-win.
Not a bad dump down when you got CMC in your check down when all your receivers are covered.
Yeah. I also see a little bit of a bounce back year for Mahomes too. He's kind of been falling off the fantasy radar a little bit the last 2 seasons. I think he bounces back top 5 this year.
Ooh,
possibly.
I like that. And I also like that you said fantasy radar because keep in mind, we are talking about fantasy football, not NFL football. Mahomes has been perfectly fine for NFL football. He wins games. However, for fantasy football, we need stats. So that's big plays and a lot of touchdowns and a lot of production.
Yeah.
And of course, we get to the big 5, who I have as far as my number 1 tier. Oh, also my middle tier, my tier 2 is Kyler, Bo Nix, Patrick Mahomes, Baker Mayfield. Is yours similar in that regards to that specific tier and things like that? Other than I think Purdy instead of Kyler.
You said who was in your top?
My middle tier is Baker, Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix, and Kyler Murray.
Okay. I really have 3 guys in that tier right now. It's Mahomes, Mayfield, and Bo Nix.
I had it like that. I added Kyler after the fact. I'm starting to buy into Kyler. I hope I'm not getting trapped again by Kyler Murray. It's just the rushing aspect. I think just that upside alone puts him in that tier.
It is nice.
And I like Marv coming back this year. But moving on to quarterbacks. So moving on to the top 5 quarterbacks, I should say. Number 5, I got Joe Burrow. Number 4, Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Jalen Hurts, number 3, Jaden Daniels, and Lamar Action Jackson at number 1. I know we're similar, just different order. Tell me what you got.
Got Jackson at 1. Got Daniels at 2. I got Allen at 3. Hurts at 4.
Burrow at.
And then I got Burrow at 5.
Yeah. Once again, now, depending on where you go for rankings, you could get a different list. So I consider Burrow being the only reason I'm considering Burrow to be a part of that elite group, because there is one outlanding factor that Burrow doesn't have that those other guys have, which is the ability to run the ball. Allen, Daniels, Allen, and Hurts are all rushing quarterbacks. Burrow is the only one that doesn't run. However, I think it's arguable to say that he has the best receiver options. The only one you can argue for, I think, is Jalen Hurts.
Well, the best receiving options, and also the game script of being behind a lot.
There you go.
Having to throw for a lot of yards consistently. As long as he's healthy, he's going to be a top 5 quarterback, I think.
Yep.
Almost a lot.
And even though the Bengals didn't make the playoffs last year, he still finished 4th in the MVP voting, which is insane to say the least.
And see, that's the thing. That's the thing about Mahomes is he actually has a defense. So their game script is a lot different than a Bengals game script, where Mahomes may not have to throw for 400 yards to win the game.
Could throw for
220,
one, maybe 2 touchdowns, and won 20 to 10. Not ideal for fantasy, great for your team, and if you got the Chiefs defense, I guess. And hopefully Patrick or Travis Kelce caught that touchdown.
Damn.
Running backs, the bell cows. Sometimes you would say the meat of your fantasy football team, the position that gets you through the season. Here, I think here we'll start at the top and work our way down for running backs.
Yeah, I
You
like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's work our way down. So I'll let you start off the running backs list, and I'll come in on mine.
Okay, so my first tier of running backs, who honestly you can draft in any order.
Okay.
I think my order is Bijan Robinson at 1,
Same.
Jahmyr Gibbs at number 2, Saquon at number 3, and then CMC at number 4.
I got the same thing. Swap Saquon and Jahmyr. I got Saquon 2, Jahmyr 3, but CMC same exact thing.
I think all 4 of these guys are could be league winners for you. They're matchup nightmares. If you're playing somebody else who doesn't have one of these guys, then you're probably going to win that matchup because they're such a dominant portion of their offense, and you just need them on your team.
The other thing I would also say, all are bell cow running backs, with the exception of Gibbs. As we know, he runs in that Sonic and Knuckles tandem offense in Detroit.
He's so dynamic.
But all signings are leaning towards Gibbs taking a little bit more of the front role. Maybe Montgomery steps back and gets more of the goal line work. It's just really hard to have a weapon like that and not want to give him 20 touches a game. So I'm very curious, especially with no Ben Johnson there. Yeah. Maybe the new OC was like, look, this kid runs a 4.2, can catch, and is like really good. I actually saw a comp today that I can't believe I have not mirrored the two. He's the new CK2K, Chris Johnson 2.0. And I was like, wait.
Who is it? Gibbs?
Gibbs.
Because he was behind Derrick Henry, huh?
Well, just the running back who he reminds me of is Chris Johnson.
Really?
Flat line speed. If he hit a seam, you ain't catching him.
That is true.
It's not, you have no shot.
And honestly, the touches don't bother me as much.
Okay.
Because it seems like the league is moving that direction. When you got guys like James Cook, who didn't even have, I don't think he had over 50% of the team's carries, 16 touchdowns.
Still had 16 touchdowns.
Same thing with Gibbs last year. He had 16 touchdowns. They both had 16 touchdowns. So I think they're gadgeted perfectly. So when they get in, it's almost like they can score from anywhere on the field. So
and then the talent itself is just insane. Just like you said, score from anywhere on the field. Home run hitter at any time. I'll get into my 5 through 10. So
do your second tier though. You got a second tier?
Yeah, my second tier. I have this is my thickest. Well, I'm sorry, tier 3. They're about the same. But my second tier is I actually have Ashton Genty at 5, Derrick Henry at 6, Josh Jacobs 7, Jonathan Taylor 8, Chase Brown 9, and the recently moved down Devon Achane to 10. And the calf injury shit. I can't talk. The calf injury scares me a little bit. Soft tissue, the type of running style that he has. He's a hard planner, need the speed, quick.
Need the speed, yeah.
Yeah, and the soft tissue. And honestly, the Dolphins altogether kind of scared me a little bit.
Just unsure about him.
The Mike McDaniels shimmer or shine, that little glisten is starting to fall back a little bit. And I don't know if I'm all the way in on the Dolphins. They're kind of falling in that Rams territory for me. Not full DEFCON 5, but I'm holding back a little bit and taking advantage of draft position for those players.
I feel you on that. My main question would be, would you hate if you missed out on them?
Yes.
If they become what they used to be?
Yes.
I know.
And if I did,
that's the fear.
I tell you who I would be. I would feel real bad.
Yeah. So that's the only fallback, especially when you have Achane who catches so many passes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
He's really good in PPR, especially.
And you had Achane not last year, but the year before, the breakout year.
His rookie year.
You had him, right? You were the one who hit on that. I remember looking and just seeing 20 points. I'm like
40 points.
It is crazy. Yeah. And if Tua stays healthy though, and Achane himself, it's a home run hitter for sure because he's going to get 5 to 7 targets a game, and that's passing targets on top of the potential 10 plus rushing targets that he's also going to get.
At 5 yards a carry almost.
So
yeah, I like that tier. Let me see. Let me get my second tier going. So you have Genty at 5.
Genty, Henry, Jacobs, Taylor, Chase Brown, Etienne. That's my
Derrick Henry at 5.
not mad.
At 6, I have Genty. 7, Josh Jacobs. 8, Irving. 9, A-Chain. And then I have Chase Brown at 10.
Who do you know? Oh, you don't have Taylor in your top 10.
Jonathan Taylor's number 11.
Ooh, hot take. Okay.
He's number 11.
Even with the Etienne injury, you still have Etienne just because of the explosive, can score at any time.
I'm not worried enough to take him that far down.
Okay.
Chase Brown may move over him. I was actually watching some Chase Brown film earlier, and I was like, God damn,
that kid can ball.
It's a good looking running back there.
That's another foreshadowing team for you smart people out there. Now, and once again, so we're super close in our tier rankings. I have Bucky Irving right outside the top 10. So just getting my 11 through 15, Bucky Irving, Kyron, James Cook, Kenny Walker, Omarion Hampton. And then at 16, Mr. Alvin A.K. Kamara is who I got there. So the only reason I'm personally a little bit lower on Bucky as well as Etienne, these little bitty backs make me nervous, especially when these little bitty backs are the focal point of the offense. Now, granted, Bucky isn't, I don't think, the focal point of his offense. When you got Baker, Mike Evans is the star of that team, or Baker, pick your poison. Emerging rookie receiver who we like, and Chris Godwin coming back eventually. So I don't think the offense is built around Irving. I still like Rashad White coming in and messing with goal line carries, and I'm just a little nervous on Bucky Irving.
Yeah, and I think the opposite. I think Bucky Irving is probably the best offensive player on that team. Outside of Mike Evans, maybe. He can catch the ball out the backfield. He's really good in and out of his cuts, finds good running lanes. He's just a dynamic player, and I definitely would like to get him. If I can get him in the second round, if I can't get Josh Jacobs, who's my favorite second round pick, then I'm trying to get Bucky Irving.
Good value.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. at all. I guess just to wrap it up, to get to at least the top 22, I would say, and maybe just featuring a couple backs. 17, I got Breece Hall, who scares the bejesus out of me in regards to drafting. Now, if he falls to me at a certain spot, the talent overweighs the worry at some point, or outweighs the worry at some point. I just kind of have to take him.
His running back share of the backfield.
Yeah. But I'm just worried about his involvement just from preseason comments made. The fact that Braylon Allen looks like a cyborg and is really good at football. I'm just nervous. 18, Chuba. 19, Connor. David Montgomery comes in at 20. Honorable mention, the rookie Travion Henderson, and your boy DeAndre Swift at 22. How you got yours?
Okay. I'm gonna start mine from 11, right? Because we got Jonathan Taylor who fell out of my top 10.
Did I skip you? I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Go
Jonathan
ahead.
Taylor fell out of my top 10, but he's also a running back that I also like a lot. I'm the type of person that likes to get running backs early. So if I can get Jonathan Taylor in the end of the second round, early third round, I'm taking him all day.
Okay.
After Jonathan Taylor, you got Kyron Williams. I have Omarion Hampton right after him at my 13th running back.
I got him at 15, so I'm not too far.
Okay. James Cook right behind him. Kenny Walker. Then you got Alvin Kamara, James Conner, Travion Henderson right after James Conner, 18. DeAndre Swift at 19. And then I got RJ Harvey at 20.
Oh, see, I have RJ Harvey at 26. Now, just out of curiosity, where did you have Chuba? I don't think I heard Chuba. Is Chuba in your top 20, or is he right outside?
Chuba's at 21.
Okay. That's the name I was looking for that I did not hear. Yeah. And I guess, honestly, it's worth mentioning, since the news officially came out today, I'll probably have to make some adjustments to this. Tajay Spears going on the IR. which did not make news and notes, but he will miss the first 4 games of the season.
Yep.
So Tony Pollard stock has to go up a little
For
bit.
sure. It does.
I don't see
Tony
the next.
P.
You want to get the receivers popping since you are the residential
WRs.
former NFL wide receiver here.
Okay, man. So I don't know, man. I've been drafting lately, a lot of mock drafts. I've been trying to stay away from receivers unless I can get one of the top 4.
The big 4.
The big 4. So
Which
my top 4
Our big
are
4, I think, is different. So let's see.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, or Malik Neighbors.
My
Might
top,
slide Nico Collins at 5. He's kind of in that top tier as well.
I got Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb. Now, I have Amon Ra in my top 4. I still respect game, recognized game.
Yeah.
He's not as flashy as the other receivers. Got a little Mike Evans in him, who we just talked about a little bit. You know, now he do talk his shit, but he's just not as flamboyant, I think, as the other receivers. So I think he's arguably the safest receiver, one of the safest receivers in fantasy football.
Yeah, I think he just dropped as the top 20 on the top 100 players.
Oh, nice.
He's number 20.
So even in the NFL, even his peers, gang. There's another 22 20s over there in that corner. And I didn't even say this at the beginning, so failure to me real quick. So let me just give myself a little
What happened?
take a couple slugs. The My Guys podcast is brought to you and presented to you by Hustle House Picks. Gang. Go to hustlehousepicks.com, use that promo code XJawan, and sign up for that premium. Get at us, baby.
Yeah.
But the big 4.
Gritty Gang.
Is that the number 1 pick? Is that the number 1 pick? Click the trophy.
You got the freaking first pick. Are you serious?
Goddamn trophy. What the hell? I said right foot. I got all kinds of
Oh my God. What is that? I'm the 5th pick. Let's go. I wanted the 5th pick.
I take it,
I wanted the
baby.
5th pick.
The number 1.
Well, I guess you get.
Let me take a picture of that real quick for the groupie chat. Give me a scroll on that right there. That's hard.
Oh man,
That's hard. Who got the last pick?
breathe, bro.
It's gonna be funny.
Eddie G
Good
got
luck,
11.
everybody.
Wow, y'all.
That's crazy.
That's
That's
a
crazy.
jam.
That's crazy. Got caught up in these rankings and damn near forgot
Dang,
about
we
it.
forgot to swing back to it.
That's
That's it, y'all.
Hey, shout out to the Eastside Pro League. Good luck this year. Tune into this episode for draft tips or tricks, because you gonna need them, baby. You know what I'm saying? One more time.
I can't believe you got the first pick.
Hey, I can't believe it either. I'll never
Wow.
get the first pick. I'd never get first pick. Never. I'm
Pretty
always
game.
in that 5 to 8 range every fucking year.
That's good. I want that 5 pick.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited. I'm a little excited. Right now, I kind of
Okay.
feel like I need to go on a
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
No, I'm just kidding. But getting into the next tier of wide receivers, I got Malik Neighbors right there, Nico Collins, AJ Brown at 7, Brian Thomas 8, Drake London at 9, and Puka Nacua has dropped to 10 for me personally, as I've been stating all season long and telling you every day on day. Excuse me, y'all. I'm nervous about Matt Stafford. I don't know if he's going to last 17 games. And that just scares me. Now, I think Puka is fucking incredible. I think he's a great talent. But if Jimmy Garoppolo comes into this situation, he does not move the ball, and he is not as good as Matt Stafford, and it scares me.
Yeah, so you're thinking it's gonna be like a Tyreek Hill situation
Yep.
where you
And
can't survive without that.
that alpha quarterback, like that dog.
It's valid. It's valid.
Yeah. And that's the only thing that makes me nervous. But what
You're
does,
probably not mock drafting him a lot then.
I don't think I've, honestly, I think I've dead ass in over the 30, 50, 100, however many mocks I've done. I think I've drafted Puka twice. And for sure I've done over 50. And I think I've taken him twice. It's just, I'm nervous. And I know you love Puka. You a Puka guy.
Yeah, he's number 6. Puka's number 6 for me. Amon-Ra 7, BTJ 8, Drake London 9. So we both got him at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Then Justin Fields at 10. Oh, not Justin Fields. AJ Brown at 10.
Oh, wow.
What am I talking about?
Oh, wow. AJ Brown at 10.
Yeah. Where you got him at?
I got AJ Brown at where he
7?
belongs at 7. You know, the only reason he would be at 5 if it wasn't for the volume that Nico Collins and Malik Neighbors are going to get just by sheer.
I mean, that's the only reason
target
he's
share.
down. It's not anything to do with his talent. It's just, like I said, the scheme. He's not getting as many targets and receptions, even though I'm sure he'll still go over 1,200 yards this season.
I agree. So that was your 5 through 10. Where does your tier 2 stop at wide receiver? Because my tier 2 personally goes from 5 to 13.
Really?
Yes, for me.
My tier 2 stops right there.
At 10? So you got 5 through 10 for tier 2?
Yeah.
And this goes back to what we kind of alluded to in the quarterback segment. There are tiers. So, like, there's not a world where it surprised me if Puka finishes ahead of Malik Neighbors. I'm not surprised.
True.
The 2 people at the end of that tier, or 3, kinda would be shocking, but that they are good players. And those 3 are JSN, Garrett Wilson, and Ladd McConkey. Now, those players are not going to finish top 3. I don't think anybody expects that. But if they finish top 10,
yeah,
you know, in targets or, you know, receptions, you wouldn't be like utterly shocked. Maybe Garrett Wilson would probably be if it's a reception stat, Garrett Wilson would probably be the most scary. But in that 11 through, I'm going to go ahead and do 11 through 20, because once again, these are tier-based ranking systems. Even though we do have them valued, we won't be shocked if the 20 guy finishes at 11. So I got Ladd McConkey at 11, Garrett Wilson at 12, JSN 13, T. Higgins at 14, Reek at 15, Mike Evans, Marv Harrison Jr. at 17, Scary Terry at 18. I did move him up because he was further down, but since he got the bag, 19, Cortland Sutton, and then DK Metcalf at 20. And like I said, to me, that tier is just interchangeable. Take a name and drop it on, honestly, arguably in any spot, I think. Like even, I wouldn't even be shocked if DK finished the year as a top 10 wide receiver.
Really?
That wouldn't shock me. If Aaron Rodgers plays 17, you just have so many contingencies, you know what I'm saying, with fantasy football. Like, are you going to be healthy? Is your quarterback going to stay healthy? But I think if I get 17 games of DK and Aaron Rodgers, DK is for sure a top 15 wide receiver.
Okay. Well, my 11, I got Ladd McConkey, Garrett Wilson at 12, T. Higgins at 13. T. Higgins probably too low, but
I got him at 14.
Okay, 14, I got Terry McLaurin.
I'm probably too low on Terry. That's the Debo factor. I dropped him down because of Debo.
15, I got Devontae Adams.
I'm way lower.
16, I got Marvin Harrison Jr. 17, JSN. 18, Mike Evans. And then 19, we got Tyreek Hill.
Oh, okay. So, once again, we're right there with the same names, just slightly off. I think the only one you had in your top 20 that I didn't was Devontae Adams. But that falls right in line with what I just said to y'all about Puka Nacua. I can't be scared of Puka and not scared of Devontae for the exact same reason. So
you dropped both of them.
I dropped both of them. And same take. I've taken Devontae in more drafts than Puka, which is weird, but it's really not because it's value. I'm not giving up a AJ Brown, a Ladd, or a top tier running back for a receiver who I'm questionable about. But getting Devontae later, I like the value of Devontae. He's played with Jimmy G before, so there is at least some type of rapport. So I'm a little bit more comfortable with Devontae, but I still have him at 22, a little bit lower.
Okay. That's valid.
Yeah. And I will say honorable mention, just to throw some names out there that are also in the top. I'm not going to go through all of them, but my 21 to 30 range, I do have Calvin Ridley, 26, him, Jameson, and George. Calvin, I love those 4 guys, and Zay Flowers, throw him in there too. I love the value of where they fall into the draft, of getting a solid 2 in Pickens and Jameson, and then 2 solid 1s in Ridley and Flowers in the very, very late rounds of drafts.
Yeah.
What do your receivers look like in that range? Because I know you have one that is. I have Ted at 30, Ted McMillan, and he's going to have him at like 22 or some shit. Watch. All right. Let me hear your 20 through 30 wide receivers, big dog.
My 20 receiver is DJ Moore. I think there's going to be a big season from him with Caleb Williams. 21, Jamison Williams.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
22, I got T-Mac. McLaurin.
What did I just say? Did I say 21 or 22?
You said 22.
Holy shit.
He is 22.
And I have not seen his list.
23, Travis Hunter.
Ooh. I got Travis at 29.
I got DK Metcalf at 24.
Okay. I'm not mad. It's cool.
25, Cortland Sutton, who I'm probably going to move up. I really like Cortland Sutton.
Agreed. Both of us.
Calvin Ridley at 26. Egbuka at 27.
Now, did you raise him because of the McMillan injury?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And then I got Rashee Rice, 28. No comment.
No, I'm gonna let you go through. Yeah,
George Pickens at 29, and then Devonta Smith at 30.
So I will say this once again: we have the same names, just in a different order. Except I don't have Mbuka as high as you do. He's at 41 for me, and that's obviously just because Chris Godwin is going to come back probably week 5, so I don't have him as high. Rashee Rice is undraftable for me. I mean, I do have him at 31. I am not drafting Rashee Rice unless I see him in like the 12th round or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the suspension, I'm too chicken shit to even put it in.
To have him just sitting on your bench that long.
For that long, it's because also you got to keep in mind it's not an injury. So this is a roster spot that is going to be not available to you to pick up somebody off of waivers or do anything with. You can't put him in IR because unless you got a weird ass league, but he's suspended like Jordan Addison. The people that's going to pick Jordan Addison, 3 weeks. You're going to have somebody on your bench, not producing, taking up a spot. And as you know, every bleeping year in fantasy football, the first 3 weeks, the waiver wire is nuts.
It is.
Also, PSA, and I know you will agree. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Stop doing waiver claims. If you do waiver claims, you trash. You need to get a fab system. Spend the money. Just coming in last and being trash does not give you the right to get better players. It doesn't.
That is true.
It needs to be a fab auction-based bidding system where you put in money and you auction, you put your bid, and you risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
We do $100 fab. We had 200, I think, last year because we were wilding.
Yeah.
But we're going back to the $100 fab this year. Yeah. So $100 fab, put in your bid, look it up. It's just everybody has the same $100 money. If you see, this is random name, Cooper Kupp's available for waivers. I put a $3 bid. Jeremy put a $5 bid. Jeremy wins Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
Simple.
You don't see how much they put either.
Yeah. Oh, it's a blind auction. It's just you hand in the slip, just like at the sold to the man with the dreads in his hair.
Yeah. It gets stressful too because sometimes you may value a player at a certain amount, and then nobody else really values them. So then you spent $30 on them. And then you'll look and nobody else put it. I'm like, man, I could have got him for the free.
Their closest bid was $5. And let me tell you too, towards the end of the season, there's nothing better than like throwing a $1 bid on somebody and knowing your homeboy ain't got no fab. Guaranteed to pick up that player. Zero. What was I about to say? In regards to our wide receivers, anybody else you want to mention? Obviously, just throwing out there. Jacoby Myers asked for a trade today. Did you see that news? That is something that we also didn't bring up in news and notes. But as I see my 35th ranked wide receiver, he did ask for a trade. So if he does end up leaving, this is 2 things. Now, the Raiders also signed Amari Cooper today. So that does give Jacoby Myers some options if he does want to get out of there and try to move on to greener pastures. I just don't know if anybody's going to trade for and pay Jacoby Myers right now.
I don't know either.
Anybody that comes to mind off the top of your head? Yeah, I was like, is there a market?
Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
Pittsburgh needs a wide receiver.
That's actually not a bad one.
They could use one.
That's actually not a bad one. I didn't want you to say that because I do not like the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, but
all right. Well,
other receivers.
Oh, maybe not
bad.
Other
receivers I would like to mention. Some deep sleepers. I got Kyle Williams. He's in the top 3.
Okay.
Don't sleep on Kyle Williams. Isaac Tesla.
Is that
the
6'5"
Lions.
monster for the Lions? He like 6'5", 4 speed.
Yeah, he's pretty nice.
Something crazy.
Thornton Jr.
Oh, I like
Raiders.
Thornton for the Raiders, especially if the literally just talked about Jacoby Myers gets traded. I love Thornton.
And then a deep sleeper is this Titans receiver, A.O. Manor.
Oh, okay. Haven't seen that one on the radar. I like that.
He may make a splash later in the season, but I like his film in college, and I like what he did in the preseason. So
Okay, bet.
look out for him.
One more. So, tight ends. Not a lot of activity in the tight end space, people. I mean, there's 3 great tight ends. I think we would both agree. George or Brock Powers, number 1. You have
Great values.
You have McBride 1, I think, right?
I have McBride at number 1.
I remember you told me that. I have McBride 2. We both have Kittle at 3. I got Laporta at 4. Same? Are we kosher?
Hawkinson at 4.
Damn, I got Hawkinson at 5.
Laporta at 5.
There it is. I got Mark Andrews at 6.
I got Tyler Warren at 6.
Kelsey at 7.
I got Kraft at 7.
Ingram at 8.
Kelsey at 8.
Njoku at 9.
And Njoku at 9.
Tucker Kraft at 10.
Mark Andrews at 10.
And then just because I got Tyler Ward at 11.
Colston Loveland.
Damn, no Mark Andrews. Where's Mark Andrews?
Mark Andrews is at 10.
Oh, you said Mark. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just trying to see like.
Dalton Kincaid.
There was somebody you didn't name.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram. I had him at 8. Okay, that's the name I was looking for. And then of course it wouldn't be a tight end fantasy segment if we didn't talk about Kyle Armpits. Bounce back season? Yes or no?
I mean, I got him at 17. What you got him at?
15, and that's just because you know how I feel about this mother. I don't want to disrespect you, KP, but boy, these last 2 years, I chose you. I chose you because I believed in the talent. Camp height. Fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice, shame on me. Not again, brother.
You can get him as a backup.
Nope.
Dang. Don't even want him as a backup.
I won't do it. But I will say this. Moving on. I did allude to it a little bit earlier. I don't want to say nothing else. I was about to say something about Kyle Pitts, but I look to greener pastures. But I will say we are dropping a new segment this season. And when you hear this right here, oh shit. It's H-Town thing. This is where we get into the Wave Riders versus Caddies Crew segment of the day. So with this segment, what we're gonna do is, y'all, we're gonna pick some players. And let me break that down to y'all, what that looks like essentially. So we're gonna take 3 to 5 players potentially. We start off with 3. This is basically the fantasy equivalent to Ride or Dies or My Guys, pun intended, My Guys podcast, or your fantasy hopefuls for the season. So with the first person, he's your captain. If you had the number 1 pick or if you had a top 5 pick and this player was available to you, you would plant your flag with this player and go down with the ship regardless. The second player is a 2nd to 3rd round. You're hoping he's available. He should be available in the 2nd, and you're hoping that he falls to you in the 3rd, but it's not always going to happen to you. The 3rd player, same quantity. He's a 3rd or 4th round type of talent. Should be available in the 3rd, and you're hoping that he falls to you in the 4th. Essentially, you want these players to kind of be the backbone of your team, and if you do get them, you are personally okay with them. Not saying obviously, and then in both of these formats, in any you will be able to draft these players if you choose.
Yeah.
But without further ado, I will say my captain of my team is, if anybody can guess, it's Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals, baby. You know, it's no surprise here. If I have the number 1 pick, which guess what?
You happen to have somehow, some way.
We're gonna make the call right now. It ain't gonna be no fun for Jamar and his family. We're ruining it. There's no suspense. Like who's gonna be? Welcome to the team. Gritty game. The second person on my crew is also a fellow Bengal who I'm super high on. Chase Brown. Me and you have both showed how much we really like this player coming back this year. Once again, this is a backfield with no competition. He's going to be involved in the passing game and with the potential of a negative game script. Even though I do think the Bengals defense will be better, this offense lives through the pass, and Chase Brown will be a part of that offense.
Okay.
To round out the Wave Riders crew, I'm taking a tight end. Foreshadowing for you smart people. George Kittle. When we were in the 49ers segment, you talked about how high you have Brock Purdy as one of your top 10 quarterbacks. I love who I think will be his number one pass option, which is George Kittle. There is no established alpha in this offense other than George Kittle from a pass standpoint, even when Debo and Ayuk were there. Now, granted, Kittle didn't have the greatest production with all three of them were on the field, but that's just because Purdy moved the ball around. Now, with solid weapons on the outside, Pearsall, we'll see if they get the Jennings deal worked out. I think Kittle is the focal point of this offense. And then we talked about this a couple episodes ago when we talked about tight ends. I like the range or the value you get for George Kittle. Third or fourth versus the having to pay the higher ticket for the Brock or Trey McBride in the first or second.
Okay.
Tell me, you want me to do my rookies too? The other two people that can potentially join these crews are two rookies. So I'm an anime guy, so there's always rookie prospects that you keep your eye on. The two rookies that I'm keeping my eye on, Matt Golden, rookie wide receiver, Matthew Golden, hook him from UT, and Travis Do-It-All Hunter, the DB wide receiver in Jacksonville. I am infatuated with the player, love the talent, love the personality. I am super excited about what this kid can bring, and maybe join the Wave Riders.
It sucks that he's on the Jags, though, because he had to go versus my Texans twice a year.
Stingley? Hey, Stingley got BTJ to worry about, maybe, though.
Yeah, but...
We
got some DBs though,
that's true.
But still, we still got to deal with them.
That's true.
All right. It's time for the Caddies crew.
Crew.
We coming through with that squad.
Talk to him. What you got over
So from my captain, I talked about him a lot throughout these episodes. So my captain is gonna be Malik Neighbors.
Ooh, okay.
Malik Neighbors is my first round captain for my team. If I can get him, I feel like I'm gonna guarantee myself over 150 targets.
Easy.
You're getting an explosive player who can easily get you 15 to 25 points every single week. And I mean, barring injury, I think he's gonna be a top 5 receiver a lot this year.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it.
Wilson. My first mate,
cap or co-captain.
AKA my second round pick, who I'm trying to get, and I talked about him a little earlier, is Josh Jacobs. I honestly think Josh Jacobs should be going in the first round. Lately in my mock drafts, I've been having trouble getting him in the second round, unless you have maybe a 10, 11 pick. But I think he has just as good a chance to finish as RB1 as anybody in the league right now. I mean, even the top 4 running backs that we mentioned earlier, top 5. So Josh Jacobs is definitely my first mate.
To piggyback on that, how much I hate but love that, because you could beat me in this little game. The two running backs, there's 2 running backs outside of my tier 1 that I wouldn't be surprised led the league in rushing. Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs. Those are the only 2 that are outside of my top tier that I wouldn't be surprised if they were the number 1 leading rusher.
I mean, he's just such an angry runner. I mean, he had really good pass catching ratings last year, which a lot of people thought he couldn't pass the ball out or catch the ball out the backfield, and he proved them wrong, obviously. I just think he's gotten new life in Green Bay, and I think he's the guy.
And he was homeless at one point, so he's going to run through some shit.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs is a beast.
Number 3, who you got?
Number 3, who I think is the number 1 target in their offense at tight end, Trey McBride.
Oh.
So my third mate is Trey McBride. I think Trey McBride is going to continue to be the number 1 receiver for the Cardinals offense. I don't know if MHJ has ascended past him yet. I just think he's dominant. I think he's the epitome of a tight end. Him and Brock Bowers are kind of neck and neck, but I would rather have McBride. Maybe a few picks later, try to get McBride on my team.
And I mean, man, I'm kind of making a case against myself here. Even if Marv has a better year stat-wise, Trey could still lead the team in targets and receptions because Marv didn't do a whole lot. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So even if he does have an improved statistical season, which we both think he will have a better year, I'm not going to be surprised if Trey just got to get the touchdowns. That's what killed Trey last year. He would have destroyed Brock Bowers statistically. Well, not destroyed, but he would have kept it closer if he just would have gotten the end zone at all. It just feel like he couldn't get in the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite of what people try to say about the James Cooks and the Jahmyr Gibbs are, touchdown regression. They got a lot of their fantasy points from touchdowns. And Trey McBride is the opposite of that. Yeah. So you would assume
production monster,
touchdown progression. Maybe he gets somewhere around 5 to 8 touchdowns a season, and he'll have a great year.
And then 2 rookies.
My 2 rookies, Omarion Hampton.
Hey.
For the Chargers at running back, he's my rookie I'm watching out for. Another one is Tyler Warren, tight end from the Colts. Those are also 2 rookies that I'm trying to get in my drafts as well. Get them on the Caddies crew.
There it is.
See what it do.
Once again, when you hear that beat, that is when you will get your updates. So basically, like I said, this is going to be a little fun game on air between myself and my co-host here. I'm gonna add up the fantasy points from these guys every week, put it into a category. This will be online with our team picks and things like that. Speaking of, that's what we got next week. To wrap it up, the big preview. Good luck to everybody with fantasy drafts coming up. The very next show will be our MVP, season prediction, Super Bowl champ, AFC, NFC champ, fantasy deep sleepers. The recap of the Eastside Pro League draft, which is happening this Sunday. Good luck to everybody.
We might stream it on Twitch.
Ooh.
So check that out. We might stream it on TikTok.
I like that. That'll be dope. Tune in. But that's a wrap. We out of here. My Guys Podcast, episode 5 from the Thunderdome.
Cool, man.
I'm gonna beat your ass. This Wade's World, I'm gonna beat your ass. I like my team.
Still recording.
I know. Yeah. I know we recording. I just want to let you know that I'm feeling good about my team.
I mean, I like Chase Brown. I like DeMarte.
I do. I don't like McBride. I low key wish. I remember a couple weeks ago you had Bowers. I'm sure to say that way.
You like Bowers better?
Nah. I think McBride gonna be number 1 tight end.
Oh, really?
Even over George Kittle. Even as well, he's my pick. The offense he's in, I think he's gonna kill.
Man, good luck to y'all, man.
We out.